Episode 8 Highlights.
Unfortunately, this has received basically zero coverage whatsoever in international news, and that is sad. I guess no Jews, no news, but it's just a horrific situation, and we felt that it's probably important to bring it to people's attention. This has been the worst terror attack in India since the 2008 Mumbai attacks. Notably, there are some of the terrorists from the same terror organization called Kashmir Resistance. There are two terrorist organizations associated with this attack. One is called the Resistance Front, and the other is called Era Ataibe and or Hizbul Mujahideen are the same ones who conducted the 2008 massacre where about 170 people were massacred in 5 different attack centers. It was the largest and biggest international hotel in Mumbai. And then the Chabad House, which is a Jewish outreach location where not a local, but a Jewish family was there to help Israeli tourists. And the terrorists went in there and they conquered the building. And there was a hostage situation. They murdered the rabbi and his wife. Their 2-year-old child was for hours and hours playing over the body of his parents. The child's name was Moses, and he was just basically a gut-wrenching situation where he was crying for his parents until one of the local Indian women who would take care of him, like his nanny, was able to grab him and sneak him out, even though there was a hostage situation. She knew some back exit, and she was able to region where a bunch of people were killed, also innocent civilians. And maybe 2 or 3 years ago, the same terrorist organization blew up a bus filled with Indian soldiers and killed like 66 Indian soldiers. Israel is this country of refugees from all over. So you have the local Jews who have been in Israel for thousands of years, literally little communities that have been there for thousands of years, and then you'll have all of these. So the most dominant Jewish community in Israel currently is the Moroccan community. They're most dominant both number-wise, but also culture and food. Moroccan food is extremely common in Israel, and so is Tunisian and other food styles, Persian food, Iraqi food. So you have this melting pot. You have Jews from India, and you have Jews from, like we mentioned in a previous episode, there were Jews who, during the First World War, ran away and were living in China. So you have these communities from all over the world who mix, of course, all the European Jews that were left after World War II. Jews come from the U.S. and from the Canada.
Did you know this about the Israeli military?
Here's the answer. Are there any non-Jewish people that are Israelis in the Israeli Defense Forces, in the military?
Sure. I served with a whole bunch of both Christian Arabs and Muslim Arabs and Druze and Bedouins. They're remarkable people, and many of them are very Zionistic. So some of Israel's staunchest defenders, even Israelis, are Israeli Arabs.